Hello students, the next thing is antivirus software in this chapter. So what is antivirus software? Antivirus softwares are those computer programs that are designed to identify, prevent and remove viruses from a computer. Okay, so antivirus is also a computer program. What are their functions? They are designed to identify, prevent and remove viruses from a computer. Okay, so what tasks they perform in a computer? The antivirus software performs the following tasks in a computer. What are the tasks? Number one, it scans the computer files to look for known viruses matching the definitions from the virus dictionary. And number two, it identifies the suspicious behavior from any computer program that might indicate infection. Okay, so every antivirus software has inbuilt virus dictionary that has definitions for the viruses, like this virus, this type of behavior signifies that it is a virus. Okay, so the antivirus software scans the whole computer files or whole computers and the files also to look for the known viruses that matches the definitions from that particular virus dictionary. And again, it identifies the suspicious behavior from any computer program that might indicate infection. So we have already learned that if a computer is attacked by the virus, what does it do? The applications may behave differently. Okay, so any suspicious behavior that a computer program is doing that might indicate an infection can be done, scanned and identifies by the antivirus software. Okay. Next, there are some precautions we have to take. First one is we have to what are they? That simply installing an antivirus software in our computer does not guarantee 100% protection. Okay, so we have already installed the antivirus software and let it work for by itself. That is not done. Okay, so after installing the antivirus program, we have to update the computer with the latest versions of antivirus programs regularly. Next, most of the antivirus software companies provide the facility to download the latest updates from their websites. Some of the popular antivirus programs are Norton Antivirus, McAfee Antivirus, AVG Antivirus, Quick Heal Antivirus, Avira Antivirus, etc. And all those antiviruses provides the facility to download the latest updates from their website itself. Okay, so this is how an antivirus software works. The next thing is scanning and cleaning virus. The steps to use an antivirus software is as follows. Suppose we are now we will be working on the antivirus software called Quick Heal Total Security Window. So how can we open the Quick Heal antivirus software? To open Quick Heal antivirus software, we have to click on the start button. Then we have to click on the Quick Heal Total Security. The Quick Heal Total Security window appears, as you can see in the bottom right corner of the screen. This is how Quick Heal Total Security window looks like. Okay, now we have to click on the scan option. Whenever we are clicking on the scan option, a pop-up menu appears with some options. Okay, a pop-up menu will be appears with some of the options. Next, to scan any particular file or folder, select the custom scan option. So if we want to scan any particular file or folder, we have to select the custom scan option. You can see at the top right corner of the screen that is the custom scan option window. Next is, if we want to scan the whole computer, what we have to do? We have to click the full system scan option. Okay, we have to click on the full system scan option. The scanning process begins by showing the status and action as the scan proceeds. Okay, so you can see the picture on the top left corner. This is how a full scanning window looks like. Okay, and while the scanning processes progresses, it shows two options like the status and the action as the scan proceeds. Okay, next, if viruses are found, the antivirus will inform the same to the user and will either delete the virus or quarantine it. Okay, and or isolate it so that it cannot affect the system. So what does the antivirus do when finding virus software? If the viruses are found, what will the antivirus do? The antivirus will inform the user that a virus is found, and the antivirus itself will either delete the virus or it will quarantine or isolate that particular file. So what does isolate means or quarantine means? Isolate or quarantine that particular file means it is still stored on our computer system, but it won't be able to make an impact on our system. Okay. Now we can pause, resume or stop the scan at any time. Okay. So suppose we have to do some other work or we have some other thing to do, we can pause the scanning or resume the scanning after pausing, or even we can stop the scanning in the middle of processing or in middle of the progress. Okay. Next, when the scan progresses gets over, the message scan finished is displayed. Okay. So upon finishing the scanning, scan finished is displayed. Next, so there are some more options that Quick Heal's Total Security provides. First one is files and folders. What does this option do? These files and folders, we can, using this files and folders option, we can configure the protection settings for files and folders in our system through this option. Okay. Next, emails. Using this email option, we can configure the protection rules for all incoming mails, and these rules include blocking infected attachments in the emails. Okay. So whenever using this email option, we can configure the online security or the email security. We can block any infected attachments in the emails, or even we can configure the rules for the incoming mails also. Okay. Next, internet and network. This feature allows us to set the protection rules to protect our systems from the malicious file. Okay. So why this is done? So that we can sneak into our system during online activities such as banking, shopping and surfing. Okay. So using the internet and network option, we can set the protection rules for protecting our system from malicious files that can sneak our system. Okay. Next is parental control. What is parental control? Parental control is a very effective method to control the internet, application and computer access for the children and other users. Okay. Using these options, a user can allow only certain amount of application or certain number of applications or storage or internet service provider to the user, so that the user can access only only those applications, access only those pages, etc. Okay. Next is external drives and devices. Using Quick Heal Security, Total Security, we can protect our external drives and devices also. How? Whenever our system comes in contact with any external devices, our system is at risk that virus and malware may infiltrate through it. Okay. So this feature allows us to set protection rules for external devices such as CD, DVD, USB based devices, etc. So upon connecting any devices to particular systems or our computer itself, so the Quick Heal Total Security automatically scans those external drives or devices and eradicate the viruses if any found. Okay. Next, main menu of the Quick Heal Total Security window. It has the option settings, tools, reports, helps, etc. Okay. So what does setting means? Settings is the feature that allows us to apply the various protection rules such as receiving updates from Quick Heal as and when released, password protection for our settings also. Okay. Next is tools. Tools feature allows us to carry out various activities such as cleaning and restoring our system to its original settings, preventing access to certain drives, etc. Okay. Next, reports. Quick Heal Total Security creates and maintains a detailed report of all important activities such as virus scan, updates, change in settings and so on. So using that report option, we can create a proper report of all the important activities. Okay. Next is help. This feature helps us to access the help topics. So suppose if we want to use the help topic to know how to use and configure Quick Heal Total Security feature or any other support that we want to use, this help feature helps us to do that particular task. Okay. Next, quick access feature. What does the Quick Heal Total Security quick access feature provides? It provides three options: scan, Quick Heal PC tuner and news. Using the scan options, we can scan our various files or folders or the whole system as well as per our requirement. Okay. Next, what is Quick Heal PC tuner? It is a tool that helps to clean and improve the performance of our computer and protects our privacy by eliminating the internet traces. Okay. And the third one is news. This section displays the latest news about cyber security, virus threats and alerts and other important information related to computer protection. Okay. So we can, next thing is preparing a maintenance schedule. The maintenance of a computer system is often overlooked. Okay. So what does it result? It may result in damaging the equipment and can also become the cause of an accident. So we should plan a maintenance schedule on a daily or weekly or monthly or yearly basis to prevent such damages. For doing that, we can prepare a maintenance schedule. Okay. What does this maintenance schedule includes? First one is disk defragmentation and optimization. What does disk defragmentation means? Disk defragmentation means creating or collecting all the empty fragments on the disk together so that we can again store a large number of data on that particular storage. Okay. So why the empty fragments created? Let us study about it. So when we save a file on our computer, it may not be saved in a contiguous location in the actual memory space. Okay. So that's why few empty fragments are created on the disk. This fragment cause the computer system to slow down when we want to open that particular file again. To avoid that, we should run the disk defragmenter utility program on a regular basis. How can we do that? To use the disk defragmentation, we have to click on the start, then we have to click on the Windows administrative tools, then we have to click on the defragment and optimization drives, as you can see in the bottom right picture. Okay. Next, suppose we want to optimize or defragment the partition called drive C. We have to select the desired file partition of our hard disk. Next, we have to click on the analyze option to find out the drive needs to be optimized. Then we have to click on the optimize button to help our computer run more efficiently. Okay. We can also plan a schedule to optimize the disk by itself. Okay. So how can we do that? For doing that, we have to click on the change settings button. Okay. We have to click on the change settings button. After clicking on the change setting buttons, the optimization schedule window will appear. As you can see in the top picture, the optimization drives window has appeared. Now we have to click on the checkbox adjacent to run on a schedule option. Okay. Next, after clicking on the checkbox, we have to select the options for frequency at which we want to run the optimized drive program. We can select the frequency like daily, weekly or monthly. Okay. And after choosing that frequency, we have to click on the choose button in the drive option to select the disk that we want to optimize. We can also select all the partitions together. Next, we have to click on OK, and then we have to click on the close button to save the optimized drives options. Okay. This is how we can run a disk defragmentation. Next, removing temporary files is also maintenance of a computer. How can we delete the temporary files? Or first, what is temporary files? Sometimes our computer may be very slow and we might be getting disk errors. It can happen due to the temporary internet files that need to be deleted from our computer regularly. To delete those temporary files, what we have to do? We have to double click on the this PC icon on the desktop. That this PC window will open. Now we will get a list of drives installed our computer. We have to right click on local disk C. After upon clicking on right clicking on to local disk C, a shortcut menu having various options appears. Next we have to select the properties option from the menu. The properties window will open as shown in figure 10.2. okay. Next what we have to do, we have to click on the disk cleanup button. The disk cleanup for C window opens as shown in that figure. Next we have to click on the check boxes corresponding to the files that we want to clear, like downloaded program files, temporary internet files, etc. After selecting the corresponding files, we have to click on the OK button. After clicking on the OK button, we will get a message for confirming for the deletion of files. If we click on the delete files button, all the temporary files of our computer will be deleted. Okay. Next is alternate method to remove temporary files. How can we delete the temporary files using any other method? We have to type %sign, then TEMP, then again %sign in the search text box on the taskbar. Next we have to choose the %temp %file folder. The temporary folder containing temporary files and folders will open. Then we have to select all the files by pressing the Ctrl+A key combination. Then we have to press the delete key. Then all the files from this folder will be deleted. Okay. Next is removing spam from an email account. For doing that, what is spam? Spam refers to the unwanted emails that we get from the unknown senders. Okay. These emails are sent for the purpose of advertising, spreading malware, phishing, and often have inappropriate content. So if we open a spam mail, there is a chance that a virus may attack our system or personal details may be at risk. So to protect the user, almost all the email clients provide the filter feature to prevent the spam messages from being delivered to your inbox. Okay. So how can we create a filter? For that we have to open our Gmail account. Then in the search mail text box at the top of the window, we have to click on the drop down arrow. After clicking on the drop down arrow, a pop-up box will appear. From that pop-up box, we have to click on the create filter options. Whenever we are clicking on the create filter option, another pop-up box will appear that displays various options as shown in the given figure. Okay, as shown in the top picture. Next, how can we create a filter for a particular email account? For doing that, we have to open our Gmail account. Then we have to click on the checkbox to the checkbox next to the email for which we want to create a filter. Then we have to click on more icon given above. A pop-up menu appears as shown in the figure 10.17. Okay, as shown in the middle picture. Okay. Next we have to click on the more filter messages like this option. After clicking on the filter messages like this option, a pop-up box will appear where we can enter the filter criteria. After entering the filter criteria, we have to click on the create filter button and the filter will be created. How can we delete the spam messages? For doing that, we have to open our Gmail account. Then we have to click on the more option on the left side pane and select the spam from the drop down list of folders. Okay. Next we have to click on the delete all spam messages now option. A dialog box will appear that will ask you the confirmation appears. If you click on the OK, all the spam messages from your email account will be deleted. Okay. So this is how we can maintain our computer using antivirus software, using a maintenance schedule, etc. Okay. So listen to the video properly, read your book carefully. We will meet in our next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.